Well, I'm in Eagle Harbor right now. A little sweaty, just got done fixing a sliding glass door. So I guess I want to start off by saying I want to add something to the last video I did. After going back and watching it, I realized there was a couple things that in my head I said, but I didn't vocalize it. So first off, as far as electric cars, I don't have a problem with electric cars. I like Teslas. I've had an opportunity to ride around in one. They're really cool vehicles. But with my lifestyle and with what I do, there is not an electric car that I'd be, one, willing to afford or able to afford, or that would serve the purpose for what I need it for. Holy cow. I'm looking at a van in front of me. It's like the Unicorn, but it is beat the hell up. Poor van. Anyways, so I don't have a problem with electric cars. I don't have a problem with people who drive electric cars. But the fact that they're forcing, the government is basically saying by 2030, half of the cars made in America have to be electric. Okay? Well, why are they skipping over the point of hybrid? Why can't we have hybrid? Like, if there was a hybrid van, okay, that was 1 ton, able to do everything I want, and in my price point, I would rather buy one because they're better on gas. It's not a matter of this or that. It's just that the industry does not make a lot of vehicles for my particular lifestyle, and this is me. Anybody who goes out and hustles and grinds and works, you don't see people, buying storage units in hybrids or in electric cars, because you can't do nothing in it, And yes, there's the electric pickup, but I'm not willing to spend, 3 times the cost of my house on a damn vehicle. That's just me. I'm all about, I'd rather be a little bit ghetto, a little bit fringe, to have money in my pocket. So, and this is kind of like the whole light bulb situation. When Obama was around and he says, okay, no more incandescent bulbs because they're hurting the environment. Remember this. No more incandescent bulbs because they're hurting the environment. So he brought out CFLs, compact fluorescent light bulbs. Okay, he says this is the new thing. This will save the planet. These use less energy. Now, if he really meant what he said and didn't have all his buddies that had stock in all these companies, but let's just say, if he really meant what he said, he'd say, hey, there's LED, which is even better than a CFL. And, it's really good. And just so you know, when he did that, my entire house was already wired with LED. I already went the LED route. So every light bulb in my house was LED pretty much since 2005. And because I knew, that was the best way to go. But he pushed these CFLs to save the environment. Now, nobody really mentioned the fact that there was a study done that 80% of the CFLs, the coating that protected people from the cancerous UV rays that comes out of a fluorescent light, had stress fractures or stress cracks in the protective coating. 80% of them, and they were causing cancer. Never mind the fact that they had mercury in them, and if one broke, by law you were supposed to call a hazmat team to clean up your house, and you're not allowed to throw them away to put them in a landfill. But all in the realm of saving the planet. Just like with the electric cars. Again, I don't have a problem with electric cars, but do not think that they are saving the planet when you have to dig for lithium and lead and all these different horrible metals, which I don't know why we're using in the first place, and it literally destroys the planet trying to dig it. Then you have diesel vehicles, diesel boats, diesel ships, diesel trucks, moving all this stuff around to build a damn electric car, which only lasts 5 years, and then you got to replace the battery, which is the worst freaking thing about the car. That's the problem I have. Okay? The fact that they're saying that this is saving the planet, and then don't look behind the curtain because we're really destroying the planet trying to save it. This is the shit that they do every single time. So that's the part that I left out. I don't remember exactly what I said last night, but I went back and looked, and I do remember at least mentioning that I don't have a problem with an electric car as long as you understand what it really is, how they're really built. Okay? Go watch a YouTube video on how batteries are made, lithium-ion batteries for cars. Look at the process of what it takes to make one. And if you can honestly say that you're saving the planet, well, good for you for living in fantasy world. Holy shit, dude. People in a hurry, almost ran me off the road. So that's kind of my point. You know, it's not really if that's what you want to do, and hold on, let me be very careful because this is probably another video. But I firmly believe that there is a portion of the government that is actively trying to destroy America and parts of the world in aspects, and that's in quotation marks. There's aspects, there's a part of it that is actively trying to destroy not only this country but the world. I couldn't tell you why. I can just and I'm gonna have better editing skills and be able to have like a green screen behind me or something to where I can do an overlay to portray that particular message. But again, I got like 3 or 4 videos that I'm just waiting on me perfecting my craft to be able to put them out all the way. So, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's I'm trying to stay on track here because I get sidetracked very easily, but you know, the electric car is not going to save the planet, period. Okay, and like I mentioned last time, and I hate to repeat myself, but I just want to kind of send it home a little bit, is that there's no way that the infrastructure that we have will hold all these all these electric cars, because they're already having issues on the West Coast. Okay, they're already having, because the electrical system out there is old, it's decrepit. No one wants to invest any money on it. Look what's happening in Texas. It snowed for a little bit, and everybody's saying, hey, you know, we lost power. You're just going to have to find a new way to stay warm. You got brownouts in California. You have alerts saying, don't charge your car between this time. You know, there's just all these things saying, you know, you can't do this. Plus, there, you know, like I said, there was a fire at the, was it the Hoover Dam, which supplies electricity. Is one of the, was it transducer or capacitor? One of the things they're called fire. There's a lot of stuff happening. So, and it's sad that the media pick and chooses their agenda to portray out to people. So, but anyways, on to better news. So I'm going back to the shop. What is it, 8:50? Okay, I gotta make a note to jump to 8:50 if to avoid the rant. So I'm going back to the shop. I'm gonna get everything set up for the garage sale tomorrow. I got my shower put together, so I took my shower yesterday, which I got it blocked off, but the sun still shines in, so it was very nice. There's no hot water, no cold water, just hose water. And, well, not really hose, but it's just PVC straight from the city. So I just have a little valve there. I turn it on, and whatever temperature comes out, that's what I'm taking a shower. But, you know, around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon when it's hot, and just, it's like being out in the hose when you was a kid. It's just nice. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna get the shop ready this afternoon. I'm gonna clean out the Unicorn, and then I'm gonna do the worst thing I can possibly think of. Is I'm going to empty a lot of the totes that I have in storage, which I do not want to do. Just so you know, I do not want to do this, but it's the only way to kind of, I have a plan for it. I just hate that. I hate the fact that this is the plan. But I want to empty out the storage units into my house, and I really don't want to do that. But there's some reasons. I'm having an issue with spiders in my house, so I'm going to bomb the house. But I first have to move all my clothes and everything else, because you don't want to bomb it with all the clothes and stuff in it. So I'm gonna go through and get that. I'm gonna move out for a week or two, so I can bomb the house, and then I'm gonna put in all the totes, so that way when I bomb it with that, whatever's on the totes will die too. Come on. Sorry, I'm telling people to come in who cannot hear me. So the next couple weeks, plus I got a door job I got to do. I finally got the glass in to build a door, so I got to get that done this weekend. So this weekend is just basically building doors. Next week's installing doors, and every minute in between is me moving out of storage units, because I want to see if I can empty out. I'm thinking 3 or 4 by the end of the month. So, but I got a lot of work ahead of me. That's all I can say. So, anyways, that's it for right now. Yeah, I might do another video tonight. I might rant about something else, or I might have a good message. Hell, I don't know anymore. But I am going to try to make a video to put on Craigslist as far as a walkthrough for tomorrow's garage sale. So, but that's it for right now. Peace, love, money. I'm out.